There's one thing I love doing, it's modifying my future shots. Instant enhance, sure. It's just always nice having enhance because that way when you get short fuse, you just start generating some free passives. And free passives are just incredibly fun, obviously. I want to shoot a bouncy neck shot, so we'll start with the rubber orb. Gonna get a ton of damage. Now usually when I do custom deck setups, which is what this is, I like to ban myself from discarding the orbs that I was meant to be shooting. But specifically for these orbs, they have a benefit upon being discarded. So I'm definitely fine to be discarding them. I generally will probably try and shoot them over, say, terrible pebbles and horribles, because those are just not orbs I intend to be shooting this run. But I mean, hopefully I can just get rid of all of them from my deck. You know, Morrible Horribles is a really nice curse to be hitting, just because removing those pesky horribles is very handy. Very handy indeed. Now, you're probably going to get the kill, yeah. Such a shame I didn't manage to collect every single scrap of gold on the map. Not many elites, is there? Bit unfortunate. But yeah, custom deck setup rules, so not allowed to... Well, I'm not meant to add orbs to my deck, but the egg's going to get removed anyway, so it doesn't really count. I want to turn it into a cake. Because I honestly cannot recall... That's insane. Wow, that's so good. I honestly cannot recall the last time I actually got given a cake in so long. Oh, this is fine. This is perfectly fine. I've instigated for a reason, right? And like, sure, the instigator is affecting the pebble, which is annoying. I'd rather it was something else. Or discarding. Oh man, we're in such a good spot. I do need the refresh though, actually. Maybe not in such a good spot. Yeah, maybe not in such a good spot. Still just worth it, isn't it? Yeah, it's just so worth it. So insane. Awesome stuff. Cool, what was I saying? Normal custom deck setup rules. I don't want to be adding any other orbs to my deck. Egg is an exception. And I don't plan on removing any of the orbs that I've started with. If I am forced to remove one, try and add it back. Some of them are pretty hard to find though, so hopefully we don't forcibly have to remove any of them because that would be truly unfortunate. Wool Chicken Enhanced so far, very nice passives. Apple a Day, I mean we are just so tanky apparently. We're already up to 125 max HP and only climbing. Ooh, 136, removal, Frogeye Millet. I definitely want Super Boots. It's always nice having Super Boots. I didn't have Super Boots last run and it definitely just feels a bit bad, doesn't it? Just nice having Super Boots, and I also don't want to turn down Cookie, I suppose. There was a restored there, wasn't there? Neat. But yeah, Cookie and Super Boots, extremely nice. Extremely nice indeed. Complex Claw is actually pretty cool. One of the other things I can do, I'll pay 31 gold for removal, absolutely. Take my Terrible. And maybe I should remove the Pebble. I like question marks. Oh wait, no I don't. I don't have any gold for the store. I spent some. Not to worry, plants will solve that for me. So I will just do this. See what kind of amazing AoE powers I can pull off on this first shot. I don't expect it to get the kill, but Rubber Orb really is just a rubble. Just rubble, but different. And different is not always bad, is it? Always bad. Problem is, I honestly just want the extra gold. Which does mean... I mean, if I have 50 gold, is it even worth it? Probably. Orbs of reaction into Instigator is pretty solid. Look, we're pretty solid, by the way. That was some pretty good damage. And I get the distinct feeling this is also going to be some pretty good damage. But yeah, usually with these custom deck setups, the early game is generally not too hard, obviously, right? Because we've got a whole bunch of level 3 orbs in our deck, and we don't have the usual stuff that we would start off with. However, the late game can still be a big challenge. I think I will go. It's enough stuff that I'm actually interested in it. Summoning Circle calls to me. Fresh Course, Collusion. Oh, I do want Collusion, but I kind of really want Ambidextrary too. I think I kind of might try and set myself a soft rule of not discarding these orbs. So sure, we'll buy the Collusion. I think I can probably do that. I'm fine with that. Oh no. What the was thing? They said. I can't believe this would happen. Let's just keep collecting up gold. Oh damn it. I mean, this is stuff why Ambidextrary is so nice, right? Because for all the bad orbs that we have in our deck, yeah, sometimes we have to shoot it when we don't want to, and that is Not ideal, but honestly, I mean, the horrible still dealt 200 damage, right? Like, that is not bad. Just not as great as many of these other orbs could be. One of the other nice things you can do with ambidextrony as well is obviously the messing around with ambidextrony, which is a very, very good thing to be doing. You can do some amazing stuff with ambidextrony. It is a very good orb, as we saw right there. Yes, durable, heavy hand. Usually I default to heavy hand just because it actually does something in area 4, and yeah, I guess the keep giving is pretty brutal in area 4. Regulations is fine as well, but I think I'll definitely just take that. Considering the fact that I have 125 max HP, oh, and collusion, I think this is a great spot for health as well. I have some minor amounts of healing. Super boots with dense is actually pretty cool. Definitely something that's actually worth talking about. This is fine, I guess. But it's not like too much healing. Definitely a very decent chunk though. I would like to get a refresh right now. Thank you. I forgot that was the AoE shot. Explains why I wanted the refresh. It is also just have fun having all of our shots be different modifications from the previous shot, which is exactly the kind of reason why I wanted to do this run. Because honestly, every single modification that you can add to your orb is so fun. And yeah. And some of them are so impactful when lined up correctly. Some of them are less impactful. Like, man, Splat Orb plus Rubber's Orb. Like, Splat Orb being affected by Rubber's Orb is just so fun. Such a cool one. We'll be able to go to the both stores. Probably also be able to afford things. Problem with Orbs of Reaction, it has pretty poor damage. Which is unfortunate because it just means modifying it is not too impactful. Good news is though, sometimes you will just have shots that look like this, and nowhere near as cool as I would have liked. It is more than enough damage to get the kill still, but man, I wanted that refresh. Oh my god, you've given me a summoning circle and a potion boot this game. It's spoiling me. Unfortunately, I can't use either of them, so cool. I can't lose health, so might as well just collect up slightly more gold, because slightly more gold is slightly more gold for area 3 and area 4. Which, even with collusion, you still... Wow. You still spend a lot of gold in area 4. This is a brutal Cruci 19 edition. Only was there one extra dude there, which might have been hard to kill. We did manage to kill him. But there's this guy. And that's like minus 10 health or something. 12 health, sorry, because he's going to hit me twice, I'm pretty sure. Which is pretty brutal. I said that it was a soft rule, so I will be discarding that there. I'm going to try and get decent value there, and it was decent value. Wow. So brutal. Oh, let's hope that the horrible performs well. I'm afraid that my AoE thing has not lined up very well for me at all. Wow. Just this guy in this fight alone has lost me such a crazy level of health. It's really just insane, isn't it? There was literally nothing I could do just because my deck didn't line up properly. There we go. Okay, that is just death. I got the second bomb. My Primal Frost was not active, so I did need that second bomb. So that's a bit unfortunate because I can't even try and Super Boots heal here because I need to focus on navigation. Gotta get to that store, which is going to be a bit painful, is what it looks like. Alright, goodbye Pebble. Alright, Lightning Grease. I want to ban myself from taking Lightning Grease or the bomb build and just generally that kind of stuff. It's a bit too overwhelmingly good in my eyes. I'm going to need to press the heal button because I'm feeling greedy. I want a triple buy, which is very excessive with how much healing I have because I just do not have healing. Okay, we really need to make sure that we're healing here. Let's pull off a good rubber resolve shot, hopefully get the kill. Some bombs too would be nice. Need some bombs to make sure that when this guy falls down, we're actually killing the guy underneath him. Instead of being bouncy is good, not great. We did get the refresh, which is the crit, which is the kill. Yeah, that lined up well. And Interget Orb hopefully getting like, ooh yes, like this much damage. It's kind of what I was hoping for. Bam. Okay, need to press that heal button. Simply gotta happen. And this is not a dense shot, but I can still... Wow, that healing was pathetic. Ring of Pain is a good passive, but Not exactly that incredible right now. Okay, that's good to see. Very good to see. Basalt Totem also very, very good to see. Alright, I'll collect this chest passive now. Didn't get reduce, refuse, recycle, but that's fine. Alright, let's get around to the Instigator, which is very late. Really not where I want it, is it? I could try and... I can still get the cake. It's just extremely unlikely at this stage. I'll still do this. It's fine. I'm not going to lose too much health, but I'm not going to be able to buy anywhere near as much in the store as I would like. Definitely a tad unfortunate. That was actually a really good shot. It gets a kill. Yeah. Bouncy Horrible can actually put in work. This is why I just love all the modification orbs. They actually just allow orbs that otherwise would completely fail to do anything to do some pretty incredible things. Like, it really is just very impressive. There we go, 59 health. That is not really enough to work with, to be perfectly blunt. The good news is, though, I have that shot. Was nowhere near enough health. Man, I thought that Super Boost could get me slightly more health, but I was incorrect. Well, 70 health. We'll be fine, right? We'll be fine. Oh, minus 65 max HP for Infernal Ingot. Well, hopefully this saves me. Oh, I could just shoot egg. Well, that does work. That was neat. Alright, Orbs into Rubber's Orb is the kill. I'm not even joking, I think it's the kill. But, oh wait, the refresh has screwed me kind of. Okay, no, it's not the kill. But, what it is an awful lot of damage. Pretty neat. Like that. Okay. I did have to lose the egg, but I was always going to lose the egg anyway. And kick was the only reason why I wanted it after all. Alright, so we are going to discard Rubber's Orb, shoot a Bouncy Orb as a reaction, which is cool, but obviously it doesn't really achieve all that much, does it? And then we're going to shoot right there, right into the refresh, and then perfect. Okay. Really don't have that much max HP to work with, but at this stage my gold generation is really good. And of course, I have 242 gold with a Basalt Totem, so I think I should just be able to keep increasing my max HP to very nice levels. Alright, Dense Seal Conviction. That's a nice way to commit to it, and honestly I kind of like the idea. I really don't like Seal Conviction as a passive, it's not that good, but and I guess the Horrible's just in our deck permanently now as well. But whatever. Blind by the Fight, Relic Rotation, Pebble or Nothing. No reason to not take Pebble or Nothing here. Alright, so that's the curses for the run. Pretty fine. I must admit, being forced to shoot Horribles is definitely unfortunate, but I can actually do something right now at least. Not quite as bad as it once was. Being able to modify them with things, as well as them having actually good damage because the balance is at least pretty neat. Also, not being able to discard really does solve things for me, doesn't it? Makes things a lot simpler. I have Ring of Pain as well, that's good to know. Ring of Pain and Infernal Ingot as well. Very interesting. Means I'm very happy to lose health, doesn't it? It does mean that the Super Boots and Cookie Healing that I've been picking up really just doesn't matter. That's a Round Guard. Sorry, I managed to get the entire combo, so there's no reason to not just go BAM. That's plus 100 gold. And a Reflosser Stone, which is not a passive that I wanted. It's not a passive I cared for, but I mean, maybe the extra gold that it provides could be neat. Okay, I can't discard. It really does make my turns a lot simpler, because when you're using these discard orbs, the modification orbs, there's so many fancy things you can do. So much. And it's just not available to us. Simply is not. That was a great shot. Purely because I took a boss passive, and that's fine. Just generally not really a boss passive that you're actually going to want to take. Primal of Frost, awesome. Ambidextrony is amazing. Big part of the reason why I actually wanted to take the damage boost, because anything modded by the Ambidextrony should be dealing a lot of damage. Of course, if it's the Horrible, it's not going to exactly do too much. I must admit, I was really hoping to find extra refreshing capabilities at this stage, but whatever. Boom. I'm sure that they will appear imminently. A fresh bandana would not go amiss in the slightest. I saw the green and I got really hopeful, but nothing yet. There's an opposite reaction in the store, that's neat. Very neat indeed. Yes, remove orb, remove horrible. Oh, where's the horrible? I can't remove it. Can't believe this would happen. Basic Blade. I don't care about critting. Ooh. Damage boost is just nice for ambidextrous, especially if I'm going to get a multiplier. Can I trek over? No, I can't. I can trek over, but it does cost me this elite, which is honestly fine. Good to know, good to know. Tactical treat. Sure. I think the refresh moving is fine. Technically also mods shots, depending on how specific you want to be getting. Gives you the capabilities to refresh when your shot previously wouldn't have had it. Just, also not really. Alright. It's always so sad getting the assemble in this lineup, because of course the assemble is only level 1. And there was a change that was made specifically to this to make it so that the orbs are going to be level 3, because we're in area 3. But not for the assemble pieces, because obviously they can't be high level. Alright, that's incredible. Extra max HP is very handy. Very nice to see indeed. Especially since effectively an extra elite. Right, I was thinking about discarding. We've been over this. I don't actually have access to discarding, so it wasn't something I needed to think about. God, this fight is pretty brutal, isn't it? The good news is our healing will keep up and Ring of Pain will tear them up, so we are definitely going to be fine, but I must admit my deck is not actually performing that well. That's the thing about these custom deck setups. How good are you actually going to be into the Observer? Because the early game, that can be simple. That can be extremely, extremely simple, can't it? I really hope this guy does not get to hit us. That would be very unfortunate, truly. If we have Pierce for this shot, I'm very happy. We did not. Well, oh, that doesn't deal 300 damage, does it? Well, hopefully that's getting the kill, because I don't really want to take this big hit. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Alright, grinding 1-0 pegs are not too easy for us to collect. Yeah, I'm not shocked. Our capability to kill things is unfortunately lacking. It could be fine. Okay, fresh bandana is insane. That's so good for me. I really needed that. I wouldn't hate also like a peg bag or something though, because that would be real nice. Oh god. Dents on this fight, always a bit unfortunate. Always not the most ideal, to say the least. Yeah. That was at least pretty decent. My damage is happening. There we go. Nice cheeky refresh hit there. Dents, horrible. Never before have I seen a shot that's going to do... Yeah, it was actually pretty good, honestly. I was going to talk about how useless it would be, but no, that was actually pretty impressive. All things considered, he slapped himself to death. Man, Cone or Snowball? It would be nice to have either of them, to be honest. Because I think both would be quite good. Ludicrous Pumpkin Pie. This is a bit of a tough choice. As we know, I'm absolutely in love with Refreshing Punch. It's such a fun passive. If I do happen to find a Leaf Threat later, man, it's going to be so nice to have, which the chance is not bad. Ludicrous is good, but I literally only have 1 crit on the board, and if I do happen to hit Leaf Threat later, then I will be in a good spot, but I'm in a better spot if I hit Leaf Threat later with Refreshing Punch. And Pumpkin Pie is just good, but I will just take Refreshing Punch. It's just good fun. What more is there to say? I want more gold. I don't need more gold, but I want it. We should be able to heal here. Oh right, I was trying to discard. How that works. Awesome. Okay. Wow. I mean, look, I was aiming for that. I didn't expect you to actually bounce into the refresh though. Oh, the grinding 1-0 peg. That's awesome. Awesome. Yeah, okay, the Refreshing Punch is definitely a very neat addition, I must admit. Very happy I picked it up because I must admit, there were some very good options. Very good options indeed. Try and get me that grinding 1-0 peg, please. That's fine. Being able to just constantly improve my... don't like that. Yeah. I can only get +1 max HP if I do that. Nice, this is the best fight for max HP. Awesome, awesome. I think Ring of Pain should just keep us in shield for this fight. Ring of Pain is just a very nice passive, really. It's so good at making sure that fights just can't kill you. And our max HP has already honestly kind of recovered. Like we're sitting here at a very solid... right now. Perfect. Yeah, very solid 110 after this fight, hopefully, right? That would be very cool indeed. Oh. Critical Equilibrium, Refreshive, Monster Training. It might be Monster Training actually. Thinking on it more. I think I'll just default to Critical Equilibrium. If I happen to find like crits also refresh, for example, I think that I will just appreciate having it. Yeah, no, this doesn't look like what I'm aiming for, but whatever. There we go, and boom. Yeah. Unfortunate. I would like slightly more max HP, but can't have it. I do intend to remove this mural from my deck. It could potentially be funny though. Well, well, well. Thank you, Mirror. Oh my god, I appreciate the sacrifice so much. Wow. I can't believe it just tried to sabotage me like that. This is the second time I've tried to bring a specific deck setup into Area 4, which was something that I attempted to start with a custom run. Actually, I didn't start with it for the Pebble run. And I get a forced removal event as literally the last event in Area 3, which is crazy. Actually crazy that it happened twice. Boom. Oh, I needed to hit those refreshes, but I shot at the wrong time. Well, they're slowly tearing each other apart. The problem is, I will die faster than they will die. So I kind of need something like this to happen. Where just bam, you know? Just one enemy solved. Thankfully, we have Round Guard, eh? Could get very painful otherwise. I must admit, the modding orbs are really good. Part of the reason they're really good is because ambidextrony exists. Without ambidextrony, I'm definitely handicapping myself a fair chunk by not allowing myself to discard. It was definitely something that would have been a good idea to do. Alright, let's get some more max HP. Lovely, lovely. Oh, wow. You know exactly what I'm trying to do this run, don't you? Oh, whoa. Very neat. It's just go Haglin Satchel consuming Chalice. I wouldn't even want anything else, honestly. Shell is fine, but it does make the orbs at reaction orbs small. Leave Thrust Blader though. That actually does give me hope that we can actually win. Because, to be honest, our deck was looking pretty bad towards the end there. It was looking pretty poor. The good news is, we need to line up a good instigative shot. That's what we need to do. Like, a shot like this is truly amazing, and it does so much for me. You know, the upgrading is sick. The problem is it's only killing 2 enemies. Which 2 enemies is better than 1. I guess I won't complain. I did forget about the Primer of Frost that we have, which is nice. Obviously, I love picking up passives that specifically actually have impacts in Area 4. Against the Observer specifically. But it is always nice just having passives like Primer of Frost, Augur, Overwhelmer, all that kind of stuff. Because you do notice it in the other Area 4 fights. You know, in your Mimic fights, in this fight, and in the other Elite fight in Area 4. It's definitely not bad. Max health is definitely looking at least reasonably fine now. I believe this Rubber Orb is an AoE, which is good because a bouncy shot is the best shot I can shoot in terms of damage. I believe it's better than modding it for plus damage. But yeah, it doesn't look like I managed to get it. Okay, no, they scaled that turn. Good news for me. Oh man, I can't hit those refreshes, can I? Ooh. Oh my god. I always hate that. When you're trying to pull off a super serious shot, then at the last second, it selects an enemy. Oh my god. Selects an enemy instead, it's just really annoying. I really did not want to be losing this max HP here. Which I thought meant I needed to get those... Oh, that's so brutal. Minus 4 HP because it didn't kill. And I need to get these refreshes on the outside just moved. They're not working. Alright, go Instigate or go. Do I have Pierce? No, the shot does not have Pierce. I do have a lot of gold to work with, that's what I do have. I must admit, a lot of gold, it's very valuable. Definitely very, very nice. Alright, go Rubber Orb, go. My scaling is actually very impressive. And having activated that just doubles damage is very cool. Hopefully this one gets the kill, because I really don't want to drop too much max HP here. Really, really don't want to. And... damn it. I was hoping you'd hit that refresh, because you get the max HP pegs right there. I suppose I should be able to collect them post-combat. Nice stuff. I didn't lose too much max HP, did I? Well. I was trying to get greedy, but I should have just aimed for 1. Would have been fine. And yeah, 1 of 3 rare relics. Slimy, Salve, Pincer Maneuver, Amulet. Pincer Maneuver is just really good here. Nice way for me to try and bypass intangible. We have a Mimic. Fine by me. If we could get Shuffle Pot, that would be sick, wouldn't it? Because obviously we did take your refresh move. Yeah, we did Tactical Treat. Good damage there, good damage. And although I wouldn't be picking up a Shuffle Orb, although technically technically Shuffle Orb does mod shots. But like, here's the thing. Does it differently to every other Shuffle Orb, so... to every other modding orb, so it doesn't really count, does it? Alright, a bit of a shame that we're getting Mimic here, obviously, because we are sitting here with Short Fuse Enhanced Gunpowder, and that would just grant us a free passive, because we managed to pop all the bombs in a chest, but whatever. We still get a rare relic, and at this stage, rare relics are definitely what we're looking for. As I said, just finding things like Shuffle Orb would be really good. Loving how much gold we have access to as well, it is really, really exceptional. Dewpot, Recon, very impressive. Those are some pretty good passives, yeah. No, those are definitely some of the best passives I could have gotten. As it stands though, I'm not playing for a bomb build, so that makes my choice very simple. Absolutely, we'll just pick up some of this lovely stuff. I mean, I have gold left over. Oh, I'm not doing that. I have gold left over, so I'll just buy that, why not? One of the nice things about Leaf Restorator, it can do so much for you, truly. Its ability to generate you effectively infinite gold off of Philosopher's Stone is very handy. It can absolutely just make runs. Alright, Shuffle Pot gives us a lot more power. Great to see. I have turned down a refresher course this run, I believe. It was in an early store. It was a fine thing to turn down, specifically for a build that looks like this. I'm definitely beginning to regret that around about now, but it's fine. I must admit, you know what passive I actually really want right now? Peglin Pendant would actually be rather solid. My damage is solid, and my gold collection capabilities are very solid. I just tried to spend as much gold as I could in that store, and I'm already at 400 gold, pretty much. So that is definitely very impressive. Let's try and get these guys out of here already, because, as I said, I'm a bit worried with our damage capabilities. It's truly not actually as strong as I would like. Observer Reaction doesn't have the highest damage, but to be fair, kind of looks like anything has good damage when you tack on 6 balance. Or at least decent damage. Obviously for Baladin scaling, +6 is nothing. I do love how good Baladin's balance scaling gets. It's truly very fun. There are some very funny things you can do. And we'll go boom. Nice, my healing is very impressive too. Bang bang. Okay, that's not even enough damage yet. If we can get Activate Orb into Activate Orb lined up sometime soon, that'd be great. Since that is just a quadruple on your damage, and you know what? A quadruple on your damage sounds like a great idea. Yeah, the fact that I have Cookie and Infernal Wingate does make it pretty hard for them to actually achieve any real permanent damage on me. And I'm pretty immune to the max health drains too. Alright, that was great. Alright, so we're at 134 health, hopefully. That's your focus? I truly might need that. Yep, that looks like I should... What is your problem? There? There we go. Awesome. Yeah, so wow, we have 700 gold as well. Peglin Pendant really wouldn't have gone amiss. It would have been quite cool. Wow, my Orbs reaction is too late for me to make any real impact here, so Intangible is going to be pretty maxed. My ability to pop the Intangible pick is rather poor, I must admit. It's not good actually, which is truly unfortunate. Although I forgot, the refreshing is going to be really good here. It allows us to pop a lot of picks, but there are just some picks that don't get reached with the refresh build. This one, there's one right here I believe. Most ideal. But like we do just get a lot of very important ones. Okay, we finally got the multi-ball. Let's try and go for a full split. It's just that one over there. That was the one I was trying to get initially, but it's just hard to reach. Decorp has bought us another turn, but it's not a turn that I can actually use well, so that's just unfortunate. Still, 19k intangible is cool. It's just a shame that it's 6 per circle. That is not ideal. Well, the good news is this is actually the best lineup for us. Orbs into Rubber Absorb, I believe, is simply the best option. So we'll shoot like that, and there we go, magic. That's the black hole peg gone. I think we should just be able to achieve a lot here. That's what I'm hoping, at least. And we'll see how well this goes, shall we? There we go. Nice. We popped all of the pegs we needed. Bouncy. Horrible. Sure is interesting. Horrible, I might just try and not to pop refreshes, try and leave them active. I don't know how possible that'll be. I want to leave these active. because that is a big damage boost when I'm going to hit that later. And obviously, I'm not really expecting the Horrible to do all too much damage. I don't know. We hit a lot of good stuff at the last second, which should make our run a lot simpler. Is it enough though? That is the question I have. Is it enough? We have Round Guard, so we're just taking the max HP drain for, I believe, maximum damage, because that peg's just better respawn. And then boom, yep. 11 is unfortunate. There we go, wow. Very impressive stuff. Alright, go activate or go, doubling the damage of our Horrible. Yep, definitely still having the Horrible in this deck is super unfortunate, because we have 0 discards. Which is kind of the way I like to play these custom deck setup builds, but this one is probably an exception, because discarding with these orbs is a really good thing to be doing. 7,000 damage on the Horrible? Okay, I'm listening. In theory, we are meant to be a bit of a scaling build, but just how good is our scaling? Because I'm going to be honest, it doesn't truly look all too impressive. Truly. I need this one gone more than I need that one gone, unfortunately. I'm fine for the black holes to super spawn. It would just be nice to not take the 11 max HP drain. I think that I might need this sash. That's what I think. That is an interesting bug. I saw the swords coming at me really late and I'm just like, surely I don't get hit by them. That's a very interesting bug. I'm pretty sure that I just got hit by swords despite the fact that I was reloading. It's because the attacks queued up and took too long for the swords to actually make contact, so I didn't think I was reloading anymore. Okay, and that's interesting. It doesn't matter, of course, you know, like my healing is just truly incredible. But if that happens at the wrong time, well, that might just kill me. Yes, I must admit, I think that if I happen to have a refresher course at this stage, I would be in a pretty solid position. Unfortunately, I do not have a refresher course, so I am definitely lacking. Not ideal. Definitely scaling though, definitely getting a lot of damage. My pegboard's looking very upgraded. My damage per Horrible has increased all the way down from, I think it started off at a solid 1,000 to 6,000 to 20,000 is now what we're at. So hopefully it keeps scaling like that, because that would be really nice. That might have been it because of an ambidextrony. Oh, please hit the circle peg, thank you. I'm gonna say he's just about to max health drain me. Good stuff, good stuff. Just go and pop that one. That wasn't the opposite, that was the instigator. That's the other problem with the instigator. Obviously, I don't actually try and keep the instigator in my deck at this stage. It is completely worthless in this final fight. It is a very nice orb before this point though. You know, being able to make, for example, your rub orb an AoE is very good. Alright, this is the bouncy Horrible in action. Just about to get max HP drained, unfortunately, so the black hole pig is not the priority, because I could just do this shot and hopefully, thank you. Nice. What was it? Go. So I took the damage from the swords there. Dodged that one, and then the max HP drain I got hit with. Yeah, this is why I just needed the black orb peg on way earlier. I just lost my entire opposite shot, which is meant to be my biggest damage shot, honestly. We do have bouncy into, like, opposite into bouncy though, which is amazing. It's definitely one of the best things we can be doing. Is the refresh chain going to be enough to pop it? It is. Perfect. Right. A solid 11k damage there, that's not too bad. But he is tossing 3 swords every single turn, and my max HP is not great. See what this can do. Yeah, removing my discards. Yeah. There's a reason why there are a lot of passives that I do not like to take into the Observer whatsoever. And there are also some orbs that I don't like to take into the Observer. And I have Instigator in my deck, which is definitely one of the orbs I prefer not to take. Alright, max HP drain imminent, so let's pop the peg now. There we go, awesome. Not too bad, really. But yeah, no, it looks like we're not draining his health fast enough, and my health is absolutely being drained fast enough. Yeah, like, look, I got hit by those swords again. That's just a bug, straight up. I don't think it's going to get me killed, but it is just a bug. He's not just about a max health drain. There's no reason why Round Guard shouldn't just be preventing all that damage. Damn, it's a shame that he didn't hit me for slightly more with the bug, because then I would have had my sash popped, which does just make me a little bit tankier. Nice. Yeah. Definitely towards the later section of the run, it looks like I'm dealing a lot more damage, and it actually looks like much more of an even fight. I just don't have enough max HP. Simply. Maybe if I didn't take Inferno Wing and I did have Sash popped at this stage, I'd be fine. But obviously that just wasn't how it turned out, so. Not something that I could even attempt. Since I did need to take the Inferno Ingot kind of thing to survive versus the crossbow, maybe? I don't know, maybe I didn't, I suppose. I do want to not get the max HP drain, please. Nice, like that. Perfect. Oh wow, that was a very impressive horrible shot. Bouncy horrible works very well. Alright, do I take these swords? I do take the second swords. Yep, that's just interesting. I don't know why I haven't noticed the bug before. Very interesting. Is it because it's modification shots? Is it just because of these orbs? Really very curious. I should have saved the refreshes, obviously. So the activate orb shot. The activate orb doubling the damage. Oh no, that's such a big deal. The activate orb doubling the damage is really neat, but the fact that it's not doubling a real orb is very unfortunate. Well, there's the sash. I automatically got put onto the second page of passives because my sash pop. That's funny. Yeah, like my damage per turn is definitely decent. And with that sash pop, I'm actually going to live for at least noticeably longer. But I definitely don't have enough max HP, and also that shot was rough. We dodged the max HP drain, which is nice. Hopefully that can... Thank you. It looks like this horrible is dealing decent damage, eh? Yeah, see what I mean about our scaling? Am I going to take these sword hits? No, but I took a max HP hit, which means my maximum HP is about the same as a sword hit. Oh wait, I've got Sash. When he's got Miss Circle. Once he gets up to 5 Morty Strike, I might just be dead though. With Miss Circle, I'm definitely dead. Once he's at 5 Morty Strike, I'm almost dead. I think I'm still alive at 5 Morty Strike. 6 though, obviously I'm guaranteed dead, but it's not going to get to that point. It's definitely not going to get to that point. Yeah, I mean, like, the horrible damage is real. Oh, that hurt. I'm still alive at the 5 Morty Strike. I'm going to be dead before the reload. I mean, great damage, good damage, good damage. Yep. 19 HP. Isn't that enough to kill me? I believe that's enough to kill me by 1 HP. So, goodbye. You fought well, actually. Yeah. Managed to scale in time to kill me. But I did get half his health. Yeah, I'm dead by 1 HP. I did get half his health. Obviously, I didn't actually die to the bug there. The bug didn't technically have that much of an impact on the run. It popped my sash on me earlier than I would have gotten it, which might have saved me, you know? That might have been nice. But, you know, with my first 2 boss passives, I just wasn't expecting a win there, was I? They're just worthless. They're doing nothing for me. The fact that I don't have a damage multiplier is just very unfortunate because there was only so much Leaf could do for me, right? No multipliers for those first 2 is just not going to do anything. Because obviously, Heavy Hand technically is a multiplier, of course, but it's a multiplier every other shot. And it's kind of a fake multiplier because it also makes the shot worse. And you kind of don't want to be doing that. But like a Wonder Scott of a Wrath or a... would I have wanted downgrading? Probably not, actually. I probably wouldn't have wanted downgrading. Maybe if I had... yeah, no, I probably wouldn't have wanted downgrading. Oh man, I really did want the Wrath though. Because my healing would have supported Wrath so easily. It would have been so easy. But yeah, I just wanted to try a custom run with all the modding orbs. That was pretty interesting. It's fun using them. And it was... Well, it was good for a while. I think I did kind of just like... The boss passes were very rough. And obviously, the whole point of these modding orbs is you're not meant to mod the modding orbs. You know, if I had a rubble in my deck that I was trying to mod, I'm sure that would have gone splendidly. I'm pretty sure that I would have been able to win with a rubble. I mean, look, maybe if I'd picked up like ambidextrous, hadn't picked up the this cardy thing, and obviously had gotten rid of the instigate orb, I think it would have been a very interesting rubble. I think it probably still wouldn't have been enough, not with this RNG. The boss passives kind of just didn't line up, and I didn't have any particularly crazy rare relic game plan. The refresh stuff that I had was insane, but without a refresher course, I think it just wasn't enough.